came to Costa Rica expecting to find Wu in the form of a medicine man or an herbalist, given the medicinal quality of the plants found here in the rainforest. I was surprised that Wu appeared in the form of a Tico man named Andres. He was a naturalist photographer, and he was our guide one afternoon as we trekked through the forest.
People have the tendency of going too fast and not allowing yourself to really get to be in the right vibes or the right speed of the forest. You really have to slow down a little bit, lower your pace, go a little bit slower, looking around, letting things happening around you. And as you tune in with the vibrations, let's say the speed of the forest, you'll be really part of the forest, and animals and plants will treat you as such and not just as an intruder. And in that way, you really have a much better chance to understand what's going on around you and to see more things.
Andres was talking about this beautiful bird who had a beautiful song. And he talked about the difficulty that the birds have attracting a mate. You know, they have these beautiful songs, and they want to show their colors and, you know, attract a great mate. And yet at the same time, they need to be careful not to give away their location to a potential predator. The other thing that Andres talked about was the different levels in the forest, and that some plants grow at the floor of the forest and others grow at a different altitude. And so he kind of broke it into levels, and certain monkeys only go in areas, levels, and they all kind of work within a frequency. And it was very interesting that if you're a ground dweller, I guess, that you're not hanging out with those that live at the top frequency. We kind of find our frequencies, and that we engage with the other life forms in that frequency. We have the ability to elevate and descend within the frequencies. We can transcend one for the next. He talked about his philosophy, about being out in nature. And he told us that if we tapped into the energy of the forest, that if we heard its rhythm and went at its pace, that the forest would treat us as an invited guest, and it would begin to open up to us and reveal itself.